your tie, and I
Thank
love
you.
the socks as
I know,
well.
look at that.
The detail, you're matching the background.
I know, I'm matching the background. I got some tassels.
I love it.
It's a tie my wife and my kids gave me.
It's a surf, and it's colourful, and that's
yeah.
what we like. I'm Jodie, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Congratulations on this. I mean, what a film. It's
thank you.
absolutely incredible. I was listening to the interviews from Dwayne and Emily, and
Yeah.
they were saying that you like to shoot quite viscerally. What does that mean, Benny? Explain.
Well, the thing is I like to be very mobile with it. I like to move the cameras quickly. I like to move quickly. And a lot of times I like to hide the cameras. Keep them far away from the actors so that they don't feel encumbered by the whole process, you know?
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that because then they can just focus on the acting.
I want the performances to come through in a way. So it's kind of a balance. How do I get out of the way but still get what I need, you know?
And what was it like when you found out that Dwayne and Emily both said yes to this? I mean,
Oh my God. It was remarkable, you know, because Dwayne was in from the beginning because he approached me with the idea. And he said he wanted to play Mark Kerr. And then I thought about it, and I was like, I think I have a good idea on how to do this. And it would involve the high bar of you having to really just become another human being and as real as possible. Because I'm going to shoot it in a way that hopefully looks and feels very real. So the bar was set high, and then when Emily came on board, it was so perfect because that relationship requires a solid foundation. So, it was amazing.
and they already had that, which is great because they come on and they're ready to do it as friends, which obviously must benefit.
Yeah,
the production as well.
it's just nice because it's like when you have a good time on something, you want to talk about it. So.
Amazing. Well, listen, thank you for serving the colours. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. It was lovely to meet you.
Of course. Nice
and
to
good
meet
luck
you.
with this film.
Oh,
it's
thank you.
amazing, honestly.
I appreciate
Truly
that.
amazing. Thank you.
Great.
How are you? Absolutely
You
beautiful.
too, you look so cool.
The last time I saw you was Oppenheimer, and obviously I was dressed in that orange, remember?
No, you
were
looked awesome.
You looked awesome. It's so good to see you again.
too.
Knocking it out the park once again. Excuse the pun. But every performance, Emily, is just
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you so
Listen, you're
much.
so great in this. What was it like getting to play the women that you see that have the internal fights and battles with these fighters?
I mean, I think that that's the thing, that there's such a brotherhood amongst the fighters, and they almost get the best of each other in some way. There's this like intrinsic bond that they have. But I think what goes on behind closed doors and what Dawn had to absorb of Mark's addiction and of his vulnerability and his own brokenness, like she was the sponge for a lot of that and had her own demons that she was turmoiled by. So I think it's a complex relationship. It's not a tidy one. It's not the one you see in movies often, and that's exciting to me.
And talking about bonds, I love this bond
Oh,
between.
she's the best. She's such a gem.
And I believe you kind of gave him the confidence as well to do this because you said, listen, I'll do it with you, we'll do it together, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that he always had this, I could sense over the years this sort of like growing restlessness, you know, of like that idea of someone sort of looking to grab purchase of something new, and he didn't know quite when or how or what it would be. And I think when this came along, there's nobody else who could play that part, but I think often it's easier for other people to recognize your abilities. You might have more self-doubt than others would put upon you. And I think Benny and I were like, you got this, like you can do this. And he was transformative in it. It was an astonishing thing to see someone I consider I know well completely vaporized, like that version of him. It was so exciting.
Well, you smashed it once again.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to see you.
Thank you so much.
Emily.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
you.
again, Dwayne.
Hello.
Last time I saw you was Black Adam.
How you
Remember,
doing?
a long time
Good
ago.
to see you.
You as well.
I was in London.
It was London, and
Yes.
you also had another drink. You were drinking something else at Black Adam.
Probably the same thing.
What is the secret drink? I need to know.
The secret is tequila.
Tequila.
Yes.
Right, okay. I'm trying to
Yes.
get more into tequila. But
Oh.
it's strong for me, even though I'm Scottish.
Yeah,
but I'm
well,
trying to like blend it with things.
mix it with something.
Yeah, because that was
Nice.
refreshing.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Especially the one I make. Yes.
Well, listen, if you want to make me one, we can talk about it, but we've got to talk about this film. You are incredible in this. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you so much.
And I loved when you were talking about it in Venice, and I feel like this role's been really personal for you as well, right?
It's very personal for me. This one is personal, and the reception in Venice was crazy because we went into this unattached to an outcome, unattached to a reaction. You never know how people are going to respond to a film. I've been in them where people are so happy, hey, you made a great one. And then I've been in them too as well, or like, that flopped. Let's learn from that lesson. But this one was special. We went to Venice, and I was there with Mark Kerr. Mark Kerr, who's the man I play, he watched it with us. And that audience erupted.
And am I right in saying you met Mark when you were in your WWE days, and now you're
did.
playing him? What is going on?
So wild, isn't it, how the world can work? I met Mark in the late 90s, and we had post-workout lunch together. And I was interested back then because already he was ascending. He was already Mark Kerr. He was the most dominant heavyweight in the world. And I was so interested in his training and in his ascension, and then what kind of money is he making, and because at that time I wasn't making that much money, and but yeah, it's so wild that now years later here we are.
And I love the friendship between you and Emily. I love you two together. Did you ever think, back in the day from Jungle Cruise, you'd be here doing a film like this together?
No. We always talked about working together and trying to figure out what it is and what it would be, but this was, it's like Kismet, how it's just kind of in the stars. Universe works, God works, whatever the higher power is that you believe in, and it's like, with Emily, I sent her the documentary of the Smashing Machine. She was filming Oppenheimer with Benny Safdie at that time. And then Benny said, hey, you know Dwayne, right? You guys are friends? She's like, yeah, he's one of my best friends. He's like, I was going to do something with him called Smashing Machine, but COVID happened. And so I sent her the documentary, and she loved it. And I'll never forget that call. She called me, and she said, you must make this movie, and I'm going to text you and Benny together. You have to do it together. So in a way, Emily Blunt was the glue.
And that's amazing. And just finally then, as Dwayne Johnson, what was it like being told that you have to get bigger?
Oh my God. That's what he said. Yeah, he's like, you got to get bigger, puffier. And at first I told him, I said, well, give me 24 hours. Let me think about this. And then I went back to Benny and I said, I get it. Mark is a big guy. He's a lot bigger than I was back then, a lot bigger than I am now. But I also knew that there was a real challenge because that's 30 pounds of muscle. There's a different quality of muscle that Mark Kerr had, and it's not like, hey, I'm going to go eat milkshakes and cheeseburgers, every day. Not that. I wish it was that kind of role, but it wasn't. And so it was putting on the weight and at the same time making sure that I was still able to move and be athletic and be in the cage and be in the ring. And that was hard. That was really, really hard. And it was hard to carry that weight. So not only did I have to carry it for 3 months, but then 2 weeks later, when we wrapped Smashing Machine, I went into live action Moana as Maui. So I had to keep the weight on. So my joints are like hurting. I'm still recovering.
Excuse the pun, but you smashed it. I'm off to get your tequila recipe now.
Get
Thank
it.
you so much. It's so good to see you
Good to see
again.
you
Oh, wait,
too.
I'm serious. I'm going to go and get it.
What's at the bar?
I'm going to go.
Yes, please go.
Lots of love,
Hermano,
Dwayne.
bye-bye.
Thank you.